Hello and welcome to NFT Decree. I'm Barry and we're back in our evening's Dark Country tournaments. If we look at the standings, Dark Country, who roundly thrashed me yesterday, quickly charging up from the bottom of the leaderboard there. So assuming he's playing again today, do I need to make any adaptations to my deck to take care of it? So it was... So I guess in theory, yes, I do. So if I drop a wolf, what do I put in that is going to improve my board wipe? Did I just swap that for that? Make sure I've got more board wipes. I can't go too heavy on them because that'd be too high a cost. Hard to play. The wolves were in my hand a couple of times yesterday and didn't really have a target, so I think maybe going down to 2 is right. Still keep the 3 mountain lions, or could drop them as well. You know, Piazza ignition combo for late game, but probably not. What do I need that's going to wipe the board for cheap? It needs to be quick as well. And there's not much. I mean, that's too risky for a deck that's going to get a lot of bods quick. I suppose something else that can just take something out the turn it comes down is handy. But ultimately not much. I mean, another Fanatic, I've already maxed out Fanatics. Something else with Mute might be beneficial. But they were up into the 5 costs before we get anywhere. And I still need to have a good matchup against some of the other decks, so we'll just go with that. Tournaments, register, okay. So we've swapped out just a wolf for a tornado, get an additional board wipe. To help deal with cultists, and because wolf was a dead card a couple of times yesterday, then drop one of them for it. But like I said, yesterday had a couple of bad starts up against that cultist deck. With a better start would be in with more of a chance, and so the law of averages applies, and hopefully get some better starts today, and maybe even a cheeky win. Have to see how it goes. So hopefully get a few players in today. Maybe get a couple of rounds of Dark Country played, and I'll accept. So is it DeVito? Is it Dark Country? Is it Dim Dim? Let's see who we're up against. Now Piazza sold for about, I can't remember what the price was. I think it's about $500 or something. I'm not sure. I should look it up. How much did that go for? Yeah, almost 600 quid. Ooh, this is actually... Oh no, I'm up against somebody new. So in that case, because I'm second, I could get rid of that, but I'm going to keep it just in case I don't hit. So normally I would probably keep Bless going second, but since I don't quite know what I'm up against, oh no, this is grim. But I get 2 turns to try and draw something right. Hurt Me Horde could be. So the one that he's paid, the one life that he had to sacrifice to get this down is going to immediately pay off. He's going to get a swing in for 2, and goes ahead. Then he's got his 2-drop, something to play. Liquidator, so I mean that's, even if I drop my own Liquidator, it's not ideal, but I turn 3 Bless. Yeah, I'm not going to get another chance to play this for a couple of turns, so I will put that down here. So he can either trade, I'd probably trade this and keep this as a bigger threat in case I get anything big down. Because next turn, if I do Bless into an Owl Bear, I will be able to play it. But if I just pull more 7 costs... Ah, no, I was 1 shy. So telling you lies. So that'll come down for theoretically free next turn. It doesn't quite work. It won't let me play it, I don't think, if I have something else in hand. What did he play? Offering. Yeah. So, whilst this says free, if I play it, it is definitely going to cost me 1. So I need to stop the bleeding, start doing some damage back, and take that out. So this is why having the Liquidator would be better, because the Liquidator would be able to take that out in a winner. Whereas trading the Liquidator wasn't the better move, because this guy can only take out something with 2 health. But that said, he would only have done, he would have done less damage to me, were that the case. So, this is interesting-ish. I definitely can't kill this, so he's dead. So if I was to drop a bear, and then... So you can't even attack anybody. What if I drop a bear and another one and don't do anything? So it's quite tricky. This thing's tricky to deal with, because whatever I hit is going to... So this is going to die, right? So when I Fire Spirit the board next turn, hopefully he drops something else with low health. When I Fire Spirit the board next turn, the Dark Priest will still die because he's done damage to the Tortured. So whilst the last word says destroy every creature who attacked it, it should really say destroy every creature who... I don't know how you'd word that actually, because I don't think if you did deploy damage to it from a creature it would happen. Yeah, I'm not sure what the wording on that should be. So in theory, this guy dies as well. I can still get the owlbear down. And now we're going to start swinging back. So he's going to have some difficulty taking out these. If he's got the 5 cost, I mean, that'll do it. The board wipe. Fine. I can't do anything about this, so I will... I guess we just sacrifice that. I'll hit you once, I guess, and just go over the top. So the reason I hit 1 there, so it's got 6 damage, so when they attack, the exchange is comparable. A fair trade, 1 card for 1 card. So a fair trade is pretty much that, 1 card for 1 card. It doesn't matter what the cards cost. Whenever you're trading, a fair trade is just equal to the card opportunity. And both of these are not the best cultist pools, but they are okay. So that's fine. So that's what I'm saying. Deploy damage, I'm not 100% sure would have impacted the Tortured there, but I'm not 100% sure. So, I mean, assuming this is my starter deck, and it's holding its own pretty well, then he's doing the right thing, right? By not attacking, by not worrying about my board so much, but he's up against, unfortunately, one of these. I guess I have to take that out this way, and then I can now do more damage, because this deck has no late game, right? There's not much it can do. That's okay though. I mean, that does some of the work. So now I have to kill this before I can do any damage to him. So I will trade you, and I will damage you, and I've got 4. Maybe playing the cats, an okay idea. So turn 10's where this deck's going to start running out of steam. He's not going to have many answers. There's no board wipes for things like this. Got an offering. It's quite a well put together deck, all things considered. But it's probably not going to stand up to this deck. This is just a bit finer tuned. The other decks are designed to kind of play against. It'd be sort of sparring decks. You get to see a little bit about what each faction can do, and there's definitely improvements to be made for the others. There's improvements to be made for the decks. I probably mute that guy, right? And then I just get as much damage in over the top as I can. And I will... Who's got a deploy effect? I wonder if I did... I'm not going to have enough. I was thinking maybe... Can I trigger that? I should have thought about that. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll play you, see what I get. I'll drop you for 1, and then we find out, right? Yes. So that is good to know. So this is the kind of board that you couldn't build up against AG. Because it'd be, there'd be a board wipe coming. I mean, even that's decent, but it's just not the... You can't deal with a huge number of bodies like this. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that is where Ancestral Guard shines, having access to all the board wipes. I mean, they've got the only 3 board wipes, right? So you've got Van Meter Monster, you've got Tornado, and you've got Fire Spirit. Fire Spirit needs to go into neutral. Tornado needs to do something slightly different if Van Meter Monster stays where it is, and that's probably fine at the 7 cost. So Tornado needs to do something like 3... do I need this? I might need that. Yeah, I'll keep these. So because I've got 1 Owl Bear, I'm pretty much at liberty just to think about the longer game. Because I'll do nothing here. But next turn, this will come out for 2. And it's just too... It's too powerful to come out turn 2. I mean, I'm almost reluctant to play it. But... It's a tournament. You got to be up against the top cards in the game, right? Because for 3, there's just no way of dealing with that. Once he's up at 5, then there is. So if this came out my turn 3, his turn 4, then he's only got to suffer it for a turn before he can kill it with Blood Rain, or even if he has to suffer it for 2 turns before he can brainwash it. It's what it is. There's no... I mean, I could mute that, but I don't think I want to. But then again, thinking about what's in his deck, I suppose the bigger cult, the Dark Priests, might be a better target for this. Although my turn 4 play should be my own Dark Priest. But since I know what I'm up against, I should be okay with this. So yeah, keeping the Fanatic to... wait, what? Oh, I had that. Nice. So I can't play anything because this thing's going to take out whatever I play, right? So I do that, and I do that. I had to get rid of Fatal Strike. So next turn I can play the Mountain Lion. I have no way of taking out this, do I? Not directly. So if I play the Mountain Lion, and that's still not going to be big enough to take out that. And if he has his own Fanatic, I forget what I put in. So that will do it. So now I'm in a spot of bother. So I have to damage him. What's the best way of going about this? I think you. Okay. We've got a game. What a great deck that guy's got. So glad I came up with it. Causing myself problems now in the tournaments. And then once you've played this deck a few times, oh man, yeah, this isn't so bad, to be honest. I'm having some difficulties. How do I... How do I deal with this? Because it's going to cost me 5 to kill him. And then 2 for you. You can see that this is effectively Fatal Strike, right? So whatever it hits, if it kills it, takes it out as well. So I just need to swing the balance back, right? I've got a bunch of 7-costers here. If he goes wider on the board, I've got Tornado, or I do have the Shepherd. If he manages to wipe my board. Yeah, that's not bad. Boom, we've got a game. We've got a game. 2 of them, right, that's problematic for me, I guess. I think I might just have to shepherd these, right? I don't see any way, I don't see a better way of taking them out. So if we go, oh, I have to hit them as well. Fine, so I guess if I want to keep these for myself, I have to just drop this. And, I mean, it's still 5 damage I'm taking, so closer and closer to death as we go. But then I do have a board wipe. So whatever he puts down, I mean, you should probably take out my black cats. Although then again, depends what he's got, right? I mean, you should just go for the damage. He's pretty close to killing me. I'd be on a 3-turn clock if he doesn't do anything else. Yeah. What a great deck. Fine, yeah, so he wants to avoid getting damaged himself, which does make sense because obviously Banshee's a card. Like he's still almost at full health. But I can get Tornado for 7, and if I get a Kalupalik maybe. Nope, nothing. So I just have to do the Tornado, I think, and swing in for the damage. So I've no more board wipes, but I do have Sylvia next turn, and fine, I guess. Do I have anything that would take out that without breaking a sweat? And the answer is no. And I have to hit that if I want to go anywhere. So I guess that's the end of my Shepherd. Ooh, I mean, unless... Now, I don't have a massive amount of choice, right? So I just play this to see what I get. Ooh, that is very nice. And I do kind of want to keep these for later, so I'm just going to... I mean, that's probably saved me. So healing up and being able to take out the Tortured without having to hit it, without having to trade the Shepherd. Yeah, that's a good thing to mute because the wolves can trigger off that again. So again, he's got a board, but I'll be able to deal with that. And I'll be able to deal with that theoretically for free. So sort you. I take you. And then I've still got 11 left, so let's go dig. Yeah, I mean, this is going to be a problem for him. I will just spit. No, you and you. Because this will always fill my board back up if I can get them. But I think he's in trouble here. Like, even if you kill the Shepherd, yeah, so heal for 7. I mean, Sylvia might have been the better choice there. You get the 3 extra heal. Of course, the Shepherd does 3 more damage, so not much in it. But yeah, he's probably out of luck here. I've got too many things that can clear the board. And he's not able to put down much that's painful. So I'll just... ignore that. Then 3/3. Is it worth doing anything here? I guess just put down a couple of cats. And because I can't trigger this anymore, which I would have triggered off the wolf, there's no point wiping his board really. I just need to get 2 more damage then. And I don't think he's got anything that's going to clear these out the way. Yeah, just cats. It's cats all the way down, right? Oof. If you had one more turn, that would have been a great finisher. So just swing in there. GG. Good game. I'm glad to see that deck does some work. I mean, it made me sweat for a little bit. But thankfully, I managed to prevail. So in terms of improving that deck, you probably go for the Owl Bears if it's not in there already. Just because it's a bit too tuned, right? It's a bit over-tuned as far as the cards go. So I'm going second, and I've got an Owl Bear, so theoretically, I win. See how it goes. If he's got a turn to Liquidator, that turns that off. These are not strong cards to be drawing into, though. So we end the turn here. He has to drop a Liquidator. If he does, I've got no plays. That's okay. Then I drop you. And then the fun begins. So my 3 play has to be Bless. Which I will do. And then I just have to do that, I think. Because if he's got another one, which he might, then yeah, that's okay. Because I'll do the same thing. So that's the advantage of going first, of course. So I will play you. Like, simply just having a 1-drop's pretty decent. So he's got to get burned. And then I don't have any other plays, but the only thing that can happen. So I'm slightly... I mean, this is the deciding card at the moment. That's fine. I mean, I don't have any way of getting rid of it, but I've got 6, so I can brainwash it. Yeah, this is the card that's going to win the game, I think. I've got another brainwash, so I'll take out that next turn, depending on what he plays. He's got a Banshee to kill this. Yeah, that's fine. So now I'm going to get a little bit further behind, I guess. That's okay, but I take you. But now I'm behind on the... mate. I've got no board wipes here. Now I do. How are you still alive? Oh, was there something that spawned that? Ugh, disgusting. What's he got for 9? That'll do it. Has he got something that... I mean, if I've got another board... Yeah, feck it. Right. Now to solidify and push back, I guess. That is... I mean, both of these are problematic to deal with. I guess I just have to play this and hope for the best. That is not what I wanted. Indeed, that is game over for me. I mean, I can fortify this, but it doesn't really matter. If I fortify you, if I... yeah, it doesn't really matter. If I deal 2 damage there, another 2 damage there, that keeps it in the 4 range. And then swing. So he just got all the big cards at the right order. I couldn't do much with that one. Let's try again. It was very much looking like Shadow was going to be the decider. But in the end it wasn't. Like getting Owlbear down a turn earlier than the first player doesn't really help because the answers get turned on first on the other side. Burn. I guess I keep Ignition just in case he does the Liquidator thing, and I need this for the Owlbear. Right, this is another grim start again. Maybe just ditch the wolves. Maybe the wolves are a trap. Because there's very little window to play them, right? So I don't have an owlbear, so if he's got one, yeah. Right, nothing I can do particularly. I mean, I can drop you. Can I do anything about that? No, I guess I'll keep it. That's fine-ish. So now we... So yeah, let's just pop you. I play you. I do some damage back. So he can probably burn this, I guess. I'll be up to turn 5. What can I do on turn 5? Nothing good. Relying on some sort of top deck, so fine, mute that. And then he should swing in because he's got the damage advantage. I need an unmute. That's what I need. So for 5, can't do anything for 5. I definitely swap that. Drop down there, and there's no point. Like if Liquidator did 1 more damage, I could have done 4 here and swanning into that. You don't do anything. Is it worth still putting down? The answer is probably no. Because I'll regret it if I ever get to the point where Sylvia's there. So I need to brainwash that. How are you still alive? Oh, fancy. There's no good answers here, is there? I mean, I guess yeah, fine, I guess I'll play you. Yeah, disgusting. I need to get to turn 10 before I can do much here. Fine, so if I'm just going to have to pop you. Because it's hurting too much. At some point that's going to have to take a hit against something. But I'm saving the brainwash for it. I'm going to go up to 8. Like, this is just a massive problem. I mean, I don't want to flip that to 4, do I? Tricky, tricky, tricky. Wait, is it random? Target is chosen. Ah, the target of the deploy. So I've always wondered why it would let me choose which thing to deploy on. Alright, well I've lost there then. I guess he felt bad for me. Very kind of you. We'll go to a game 3. Because yes, obviously I wanted to hit the cultist leader thing. But he's not shown as being in any danger of losing so far, so he probably won't lose game 3 either. I guess he just wants some more content for the channel, right? But yeah, he had me bang to rights again there. I won the stage. Did he have to quit? WTF? What happened? It's not saying stage of one of anything. I could leave. No, I can't leave. Can I leave? What's going on? A weird crash again. One day they'll have a stable client. But today is not that day. So if I leave and go back in, I didn't say I won. Why did it quit? If I didn't win, and DeViro didn't win because he was on that many points to begin with, and it's still saying him Let's put the next registration time up, and still saying in progress. How strange. Well, who knows? But the Vero definitely had me bang to rights there. So, win goes to him. And until next time, this is NFT Decree, signing off.